Dear trading friends, today I have an incredibly important video for you, something I want to share with you all, because today we're once again talking about level 2 data and just how extremely important it is and how you can gain tremendous advantages from it. Because the majority of traders don't use this optimally, or in fact don't use it at all, especially beginners. Just take a look at the most recent trades I've opened together with the community, all based on level 2 data. We had a massive short. I placed a long down here. And why did I place this long? Because once again, I had insight into the level 2 data here and was able to take advantage of it again. Here again, a short, took profit. One long here ended in a loss, a small one, but it was a minimal loss. And here too, the last 2 trades were just incredibly good again. Also did this live together with the community in my live streams or videos, but also on Telegram. An incredibly brilliant short, took partial profits, went long here and took partial profits again on this pump. But today I want to share something with you. I'm annoyed that I didn't exit here. And why didn't I exit here? To some extent, that was a mistake. Because in this case, I didn't use the level 2 data for myself, really only because I was out and about, we were a bigger group, and we were just having a bit of fun. I did share a bit on Telegram saying I'm taking partial profits, stop loss at break even. That means these trades also worked out perfectly. But what do I want to show you? Why does this bother me? My trading recap, and that's something you should do from time to time. I analyze my trades a bit again. What went well? What went less well? For what reason? For example, this long position, it wasn't really necessary, but I took the risk anyway. You could have caught a reversal here. Looking back, it wasn't that great after all, but it's okay. Small stop loss. But what actually bothers me much more is that I didn't exit here. But what signs did I have that I could have exited here? Let's first bring in the EMA and SMA. We had 2 options before we get to the level 2 data. By the way, are you not familiar with level 2 data yet? Let me explain that briefly. These are simply market depth insights into the order books. That doesn't just mean long and short orders and where they're placed, because that's what institutional traders do. They pay very close attention to that. But of course, we also always look at the liquidation heat map, which is also part of level 2 data, because we can see where people are getting liquidated with their positions. And I'm about to show you an example, these nearly 112,000, why they're so interesting. Okay, because if we look at the order data, you can see here that an incredible number of short orders are being placed right now. Yes, not just here. We can also look into the whale orders and large trades. Here too, we can see that in this price range, a lot of whales have just positioned themselves entering a short order here. If you want to know how this works, go to my channel and check out the playlist, Learn Trading, Step by Step to Becoming a Profitable Trader. Specifically, watch the videos, Profiting at the Expense of the Liquidated. That's the heat map tutorial. But with this tool, you'll be ahead of 99% of traders, including institutional users. And that's no joke. If you're a beginner, or if you just want to refresh your knowledge or take it to the next level, go through everything from bottom to top. It's just incredible also with the sniper entries I just showed you why we have such amazingly good trades here. In the recap, it's really a lot of fun to see that right now. But earlier I said, okay, we have the EMA and SMA here, which we could use for ourselves. But if we look at it now, from a purely technical perspective, we've encountered an incredibly strong resistance from the 200 EMA and SMA. I want to show you this more clearly before we move down now. Also remember the 0786. That was also the resistance here, but I'm going to go back for a moment now. I've drawn it in here again. If you know it, of course, it's an order block. The possibility exists, but an order block is not a confirmation of a rejection. We also have the 200 EMA here, which caused a rejection. Technically, of course, it's great, but it doesn't have to mean that you'll get rejected here. You have to say that as well, because we could have, look at the past after this dump here, actually gotten a nice support at the 200 EMA. Did that happen? No, we crashed down again. But what gave us an additional confirmation here so that we got a rejection with this order block and this 200 EMA, or rather with very, very high probability? It was the level 2 data. And take a look when you're in here at how the price rose here, or rather how we already went short beforehand, how up here a lot of people, hundreds, actually probably 2,000 or 3,000 Bitcoins were placed in shorts just on Binance. We dipped into it and then got rejected. And that's exactly what you can take advantage of. Dive into this level 2 data, all together with a possible order block, but also the EMA or SMA as a potential rejection point that could come into play here. This is really just a confirmation that institutions position themselves here in order to push the price back down. And it wasn't just the orders that were placed short here. No, at the same time, we also had Trump news again, where 155% tariffs for China were announced, and that also contributed to the sell-off. And what do I want to show you now? At this point in time, we see another nice order block here. Take a look at this. Between 111,000 and 112,000 US dollars, we have another order block where currently several hundred Bitcoins are sitting just on Binance. All of this now we see here 111 to 112,000. Let's go to the liquidation heat map and take a look at what's between 111 and 112,000 US dollars, another liquidation cluster. This means I wouldn't even see these liquidations here as a possible rejection yet, because according to the level 2 data, we don't have many orders lying here either. Those only really come in up there. And for this reason, you can use this as a possible short position. And now I'll show you something else, my trading strategy, the way I approach it. I also went short just now, simply for the reason that I'm testing this here. In the core time frame, we don't have any bearish signals, but in the smaller time frame, we've at least made a slightly lower low, and that would also align with the 0.5, though I won't take that yet, but 0.618 and a bit above are possible short entry zones for me, which I will now take with a tight stop loss. And that's based on my confirmation here with level 2 data, the liquidation heat map, and these orders that have been placed here. And for everyone, okay? I don't want to be bearish now, but let me zoom out here again. Just remember these prices for the future. We keep getting, and this has been happening very often lately, new order blocks coming in here. You can see here, a lot of new long positions are being placed again and again, but then taken out. But what is very, very interesting, you can see the price range from 101,000 to about 100,000. There's already an order block there that has been sitting for quite a while. Would you go long there? Because the $101,000 to $102,000 are somewhere in this area. Sure, we can pick it up, but many would position themselves directly down here. Will that get picked up? We'll see. Whether it gets picked up is the question. In that case, I also prefer to position myself right along with those people who have placed a lot of orders here. And if that doesn't hold, I look to see where are the next ones. And the higher these orders get here, yes, the higher it gets. You can also take a look at this on the large orders and whale orders here. You can see this cluster here, it's glowing brightly. There, it's represented much more clearly. We see here at this moment that between 98,000 and 95,000, for example, there are 400 million US dollars just on Binance right now, waiting here for a long order. We can also take a look at this further up here. In this case, as we just mentioned, between 101,000 and 102,000 US dollars, there are 200 million in long orders. And you should watch live to see what's happening here with long and short orders. That's why I say, use these tools for your trading. I'm actually making this video now because it annoys me that I neglected to really look at this order block yesterday, simply because I wasn't in front of the chart, but was out and about. And I thought, okay, we can keep moving higher because this breakout could have had a good price target, which is what I was speculating on. That means from this high to this low, there was actually a good price target of around 119 to 124,000 US dollars, but the breakout simply didn't happen because of this level 2 data. And you'll also see, if you look at all of this in Firum as a small example of how Firum works, even if you don't see anything, you need to play around a bit with this lever here. You have all of this in my playlist, in the videos, you get a complete tutorial there. But here, there are an incredible number of Ethereum between a price of 3,500 and 3,400 US dollars just waiting to be picked up. It doesn't have to be, they could also be spoofing orders, but these have really been sitting here for quite some time now. Just look at the past at this dump here where we really crashed down. Look at where it dipped, directly into these orders. And many people don't use level 2 data and didn't have this insight. Where could we find a bottom? But with level 2 data, you can clearly see what I mean, that we dipped in and then had a recovery afterwards. Accordingly, I still find this price interesting. I'm positioning myself there. If we don't get there, that's fine too, but for me, it's obviously the lowest possible entry point I see for myself next. If you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing, leaving a few likes and dropping some comments for the algorithm. That would of course make me very, very happy. Check out this playlist. You can't go wrong. You might be able to use 1 or 2 things for yourself to make even better trades in the future, unless you're already perfect, but nobody is perfect. I'm not perfect at trading either, but I think the very first video is super interesting, the simplest trading strategy, and you're not using it yet. If you use this for yourself, in combination with level 2 data, sometimes with divergence, with CME gaps, if you learn to read Fibonacci correctly and above all know where structural breaks are, then you simply have a much higher chance of achieving exactly this kind of result when it comes to trading and really taking advantage of the market situation for yourself. And not just because we're in a bull market, for example, only going long. No, I see an opportunity for a short. I also take advantage of a short opportunity. I see an opportunity for a long. I really take advantage of this opportunity for a long as well. And accordingly, maybe you can do the same for yourself in the future. That's it for this video. See you next time.